in the same siman that we started discussing yesterday in Siman Peichet, the Rama brings down Yeshe Katuv she'en li'isha niddah b'mei riyata likanes lebeit hakneset ol להתפלל או להזכיר השם או ליגה בספר ויש אומרים שמותר בכל וכן עיקר. So he writes over here that the Rama brings down there's a minhag that a woman that's a niddah during the days that she's seeing dam, she shouldn't go into the Beit HaKnesset, she shouldn't even pray, and she shouldn't mention Hashem's name or touch a Sefer Torah. And some say that she's able to, and v'chein ikar, that's the main halacha, but the minhag, v'not elu k'svar rishona, that the minhag is like the svar rishona, the Mishnah Berurah the Rama brings down that there was a minhag in the Ashkenazi countries not to go to the Beit Knesset during the riyah of a niddah. But then the Beit Yosef brings down that our minhag, Sfaradi minhag, is not to be machmir, that a woman doesn't hold herself back from going to the Beit Knesset during her niddah period, and it's also brought down in the Kaf HaChaim. But there are certain midinot, certain Sephardic countries that had the minhag not to go to the Beit Knesset, and they're able to continue with their minhag and not to look at that. Some people have the minhag. Also, some women have the minhag not to look at the Sefer Torah when they're niddah, but they still have to pray and mention, and they have to make all the brachot. They can't be machmir themselves not to make brachot because they still have an obligation to pray and make brachot like any other time in the history, any other time of any other day. They're obligated to pray, and they shouldn't hold themselves back just because they're in the period of niddah. But this whole discussion also is regarding when it sounds like it from the time that when she's actually considered alright, when she's actually seeing dam, not when she's counting the 7 clean days. It sounds like even the chumrah is only during the Mei Riyata Mamash. That's the doshan of the Rama. And anyways, we said that according to the Sfaradim, this is for sure regarding prayer and regarding brachot, it's not going to be applicable. And the Beit Yosef writes down that all these things were not machmir on. But like we said, there are certain Sfaradim that do have the minhag to be machmir. But in general, the minhag is not to be machmir when it comes to a woman that's in niddah, not to go to the Beit HaKnesset, and like we just mentioned, I'm seeing now the Mishnah Berurah, he also mentions that a woman has to pray and make all the brachot, even if she doesn't go to the shul, she still has to pray and make all the brachot and do all the other mitzvot that she has to do, even though she is in the niddah period. Okay.